Okay, I'm doing a quick video of, it's actually a kit that I keep in the back of my truck. It's a little bug out kit, but it's a poor man's bug out kit, so it's something that you can find in like an Army Navy surplus store. Cheap stuff, but fortunately all that Army stuff is very robust. It can take a serious beating. It's heavier, but it's very, very robust. So initially what I did is I started out with a rucksack with a frame, and I have the frame because if I'm going to carry a lot of heavy weight like elk or a deer, I can pack them out. And I've added a shovel to that. Basically an entrenching tool that attaches right there. This is the full-blown survival kit that I use in all my bags, and I just swap it between bag to bag. I've shown closer up videos of the contents of that, and I will show more in the future, but in a nutshell, it's got Leatherman GPS, this is a peanut fire starter, headlamp batteries, yo-yo trap, medicines, they're like Benadryl, caffeine, Imodium, diarrhea related stuff, batteries, there's a little poo paper in there. This is all fire starting and a knife, fire striker, a Bic, because Bics work at altitude, a lot of other things don't, extra batteries. This is a signal mirror, a Servat, and then I've got a compass. Inside of that is tripwire and tape. So that's the main little small survival kit that I will take that out and use it when I'm going place to place, but I've added it to the bag for this weekend. So I've got an Ontario machete and a hatchet over there, a pure water purifier, and that is a platypus bag that I've filled up with water from the stream here. I don't actually keep water in this kit because it can go stale. I know you can add different chemicals to it to keep it pure, but I figure the majority of the time I'm just going to gather water as I go. This little pot, and I leave top ramen in there because, you know, that's space that can be used. Soul blanket, gloves. I've got a Chem Light here. You can snap this and shake it up, and it will make a light instantaneously. Put it on a string and then swing it around in a circle, and that's a good signal for an airplane. Poo paper and matches. Don't leave home without it. This is a fishing kit. I've got a bunch of fishing stuff in there. This was in the top of my bag, which is more electrical tape. A saw, my pistol I brought with me. That's actually a wool thing that goes around your neck. It can keep you warm. The majority of the heat loss is out of your head. So I have a wool thing for your neck and your head, synthetic gloves that work like wool, and then a synthetic hat. Extra wool socks. This is, I need to put better medical stuff in here, but this is a bandage in case you cut a really big hole in yourself that I have from the military. This is a little Innova light with extra batteries, a sharpener, and then I have these guys to strap down my poncho, which is hanging here because it's been raining all day and I've been wearing it. So I've got a poncho and a poncho liner and some extra 550 cord, which I've shown in other videos, and I'll show later how you can wrap yourself up in that poncho and the poncho liner and just spend the night in that alone. This is a washcloth. The reason that I have a washcloth is because you can take a downrange shower by getting this wet, getting yourself wet, rinsing this off, getting soap on yourself, and just rinsing yourself off, and you can pretty much take an entire shower with one canteen of water. And then I had a military canteen which I busted recently, so I replaced it with this Nalgene bottle and cup. Eventually when I get a chance to add it back, I will add that back to the kit. So that's my kit. Nice little poor man's kit, covers the essentials: wood chopping, water, fire, medicine, shelter, fishing and trapping, poo paper, and matches, because you use that more than anything else. The knife that I've got in this bag that I leave in the back of my car is the poor man's bug out bag, is the SE5, and I got that one because it's large. It's a large knife for weight. I can chop with it. I can do everything I need. It's not technically super large. I mean, it's kind of a medium-sized blade, but it's still a thick, heavy one that I can baton with and chop. And I just happen to have with me also the Spyderco bushcraft that I'm using this weekend to do some demoing with. So it's my homemade sheath, but there's that Spyderco bushcraft with a little striker that I've added to it, an EOTech striker called the Habelis striker. You can get all that stuff from Blade HQ. So anyway, and I brought my 22 pistol. You've seen that in some of my other videos. I bring that because it's just a really good game getter. Squirrels and whatever else they need to shoot. So there you go. Those are the knives that are in the kit. Also, there's that Leatherman Wave, which is in the small survival kit that's in here. And that's what I'm carrying. I also forgot to mention that the main contents of my bag is MREs. I've got about 4 or 5 MREs in there. That way I can eat those when I don't have food, or as I'm able to get food, I can eat the food that I gather storage, and when I absolutely need it, I'll have this as a backup just in case. So yeah, MREs, field strip them, they weigh less, or in my case, throw them in the back and call it a day. That right there's my poor man's bug out kit. Also, I've got a wool military issue sweater that I brought with me as well, I forgot to mention. That's your insulating layer. And there you go. Cheap, effective, got most of it at Walmart type places or at Army Navy surplus store. It's something simple that you can build yourself and leave in your bag, and like this weekend, take it out and use it every once in a while. See what works, see what doesn't work. Obviously this weekend I found out my canteen doesn't work. Got rid of it. I'm going to add a new one later, and I also found out there's a few things that I would like in the kit that I don't have. Anyway, so post any questions and let me know what you think.